Hello friends, this is Lisa from The Right Guidance here to bring you a pick a card reading for your life purpose. So we will be working with Doreen Virtue's The Life Purpose Oracle cards, okay? And then we're actually going to do piggybacking messages from the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. The reason why I want to make them into pairs, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle. I don't know how many cards are going to come out. And then I'm going to do clarifiers from the Work Your Light. That way you're going to get a double message meaning. So I invite you and your guides, of course, to please step forward to be in direct communication with my angels and guides. So together as a team, we can bring you clear and accurate guidance that you need in this moment, being November the 20th, 2019. Of course, whenever you catch this message, it's the divine right time for you with card one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up the packages, okay? And then you are going to ask your guides which package has your meaning, okay? So the Work Your Light Oracle, they're slippery for those of you who have them. Super slippery cards. I'm not quite sure why they made them with this material in mind, but these cards here I'm going to have to read from the guidebook for you, okay? Because they're a bit more complicated to work with. They're really hard for me to grab as well. So we actually have 6 cards and then 6 clarifiers with each card, okay? So, okay, I'll do my best to hold. So package 1, package 2, 3, 4, 5, stick together, and 6. Okay, so I want you to see which card package or ask your angels and guides to please help you to pick a number from 1 to 6 with clear and accurate guidance for your life purpose in this moment. Okay? All right, I gotta put them back down. They're right over there. Okay. All right, guys. So what you can do is, what I'll do is I'll hold up the card package so you'll know when it's the next. So for those of you who are going to fast forward, and of course you should absolutely do that, you can fast forward till you see me hold up, you know, if you got package 5 packages, okay? So this is package 1. All right, so the first card for the life purpose card, and I know it might seem silly before I turn it over, it's just something that they want you to do either to help you with clarity, help you with guidance, or to reach out to someone who does this to help you to discern what your life purpose and what needs tending in this moment as far as setting goals. Or you might be totally called to do this. You got the Oracle card message, and it says you're able to discern answers for yourself and others. You're able to bring out guidance, just like us YouTubers here do with our Oracle cards. We make sure that we work on our ability. You have to work on grounding, you have to work on shielding yourself, you have to work on protecting yourself. So I will absolutely be making videos. Today's my goal to create those videos for grounding yourself for when you do choose to open up. Okay, so when you are choosing to work with Oracle cards, okay, it's very important you take that seriously. Okay, so even when you go to purchase a new deck, just go to a store that sells them. Many stores here in the Greater Toronto area. I'm not sure where everybody's watching from, but go to your favorite store, but ask your angels and guides before you go to please help lead you to a great starter pack. I mean, if you would like advice, you can ask in the comments and I can tell you what I would recommend as a starter pack for Oracle. Oracle is always great to start with. Or for those of you who have absolutely no desire to do such a thing, you can reach out to someone like myself because it looks like you may need some guidance on helping you to see your next steps or to help you kind of carve out a path. My special ability is able to look forward. I'm actually a life path reader, so I can actually see into your business, especially entrepreneurs. That's my specialty. Helping you to create money-making ventures is really my specialty. For those of you who aren't sure what you're doing in school, if you have a young person who's not sure what they want to do in school, I'm your perfect person. Also piggybacking with my life coaching education from college. Okay, so this piggybacking with Don't dim to fit in. Look how she's hiding her face. All right, it says, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So for those of us who do, those of us who are psychic mediums, clairvoyants, healers, it's hard for us to put ourselves out there. It takes an enormous set of balls, can I just tell you, to be able to put yourself in this type of a platform, or even in front of family and friends to say, like, this is the ability I have, because there's a lot of judgment behind it. And you're basically being told here, for those of you who do that, not to dim your light, to just put yourself out there. I'm going to read as soon as I can find out where it is. They don't number these cards. That's the only thing that's silly. So I would recommend that she puts numbers on her next publication of these, because there's so many of them. There you go. Don't dim your light. Okay, are you ready? Don't dim your light to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. We're born to shine bright. The universe is expanding, and you are part of the universe. So expanding is part of your nature. Fruit fly. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away. They are not for you, and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers don't open and close according to who's walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you, or you make them uncomfortable, it's because you're shining your light on the fact you are shining light on the fact that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn their light on too. Or not. Keep your light on anyway. All relationships are essential as an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to start rising up and allowing their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement. And it can create some waves. That's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't, because they were likely born under the proviso of I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. That's okay. Not all people are meant to be in your life forever, but the lessons that they teach us still live on. I hope that helps. You can leave me a comment down below. All the best to you, package number 1, people. Okay. Package number 2, people. Fantastic card. You got the card of family, and it says, loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. I'm actually going to read the book here for that, just because it's got a lot of different messages, and I actually opened up right to the page. So they want me to read from the book, and I never do that. None of you ever see me do that, but I just want you to get like the full scope of the message here, since it's just 2 cards for you to listen to, okay? It says, you drew this card to remind you that your life purpose begins at home. You serve as an important function through your relationships with the members of your family. This includes the prayers that you say on their behalf, the kindness you bestow, and the compassion you have for their actions. This card is also indicative of some forgiveness. Some forgiveness work that will benefit everyone concerned. You can start the process simply by holding the intention to clear the energy with your loved ones. You already know the people who you need to forgive. They're your first thoughts on this subject. That's your indicator. A life purpose doesn't necessarily mean a wage-paying career. It's a scope of experience in which you devote yourself to developing your ability to fully love. For most people, relationships with the family are the grist of the mill in terms of learning to rise above the ego challenges. As you focus upon your loved one's inner beauty, you begin to see it within yourself and all of life. Today, say prayers for the health and happiness of every family member, and notice your inner responses to these blessings. You'll experience newfound peace, which will benefit you in countless ways. Okay, so now let's look at Work Your Light card. Sisterhood of the Rose. And it says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic teacher. Okay, where's my book? So I'll have to find this because they're not numbered. Sisterhood of the Rose. Welcome to the Sisterhood of the Rose. Okay, ready? This Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all of life. You're being called to notice the beauty all around you, particularly in nature, where you will hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You're being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty in the world in your own way too. This could be your own creations or in the little things, like how you dress or picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift of vibration can be felt. So, your message is to surround yourself with beauty and create beauty. Surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. So, it looks like you'll receive some answers if you do choose to connect in places of nature. Obviously, like here in Toronto, it's a little cold, and most of us have the gear to put on our woolies and get out there, even if it means going for a hike in the cold weather, because once you get moving, you'll warm up. Going on paths, especially, here in Toronto, we have tons, right? And you just feel so good once you've done that. And going on your own without your phones in, asking your guides, asking the divines to connect with you and to give you messages while you walk for a few kilometers at least, you'll feel better as a result. Just breathing in the fresh air. So it looks like you might be under some stress. You might be trying to figure things out, and they're just asking you just to create beauty wherever you go. But sometimes when you connect, you're in a peaceful place, and that just shows, and it shows for your friends and family. It shows to everyone that you are around, and maybe that will give you, the energy that I see some of you need to kind of, get back to filling your spirit. You know what I mean? So, I'm known to go to church every once in a while and just sit there when nobody's there and just connect and just, talk to the big guy up there and just, pray for the people that I want to pray for, and pray for, of course, myself and my kids, but, connect in whatever way your spirit is guiding you to connect. Okay? All the best. All right. 30. All right. Those of you with card number 3, you got the card of nutrition, and you see here she's preparing food, and it says you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Okay, I'm going to read from the book for this one too, just because it's kind of one of those cards, I want to make sure that as I read it, whatever resonates with you. You guys know I never read from books, but because I'm kind of stepping out of the way as translating this. So it says you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. The angels say that you're a food alchemist, which means that you create divine magic through the dishes that you make and from your nutritional knowledge. You may counsel others on how to adopt a healthful diet and demonstrate this skill for your friends, family members, or clients. Perhaps you're guided to write a cookbook, run a restaurant, or prepare delicious recipes for others. Your interests may also lead you to study nutrition and teach about its importance. You are a sensitive person who's affected by the foods and beverages that you consume. You've noticed that your energy and moods waver according to what you eat and drink. Because you've paid attention to these nutritional links to your own emotional and physical health, you've learned firsthand how that what you take into your body affects you. This may compel you to read books or to enroll in classes on this topic. You may even earn a nutrition degree, which will enable you to help others. As you call upon healing angels to help you, you will find that unhealthful cravings are replaced with an appetite for healthful meals and drinks. This too is a process that you can teach others. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I recently met a nutritionist, and I actually know a lot of people who have studied that are going into holistic nutrition as a means to healing different ailments. You could be thinking about going to become a naturopath, or, someone who studies the body and, the benefits of obviously nutrition and exercise. So whatever it is, if you've been feeling called to do that, this is your inner prompting, okay? Your piggybacking card off that is called Keepers of the Secret. And it says, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Okay, Keepers of the Secret. I got to find it in here because they're not numbered. So annoying. Okay, are you guys ready? You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are helping you in every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They're here to help. The keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you've done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and they thank you for wanting to stand with them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or for people flocking to help you in your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you're doing. You don't need to go at it alone. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever could have thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. It says for you to repeat after me. I'm open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, working with the earth is like, it's just like eating clean, eating things that come from nature. It really will help give people a boost, of clarity, especially when, if you're feeling muddy, if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling down and, maybe a little depressed, it would be wise for you to start looking at nutrition, or for those of you who are already involved, maybe like teaching that plant-based or whatever it is you're called to do. Okay. Because you know what you want to do. All right. All right. Package 4. Okay. You guys got infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote your time to your divine life purpose. So I'm reading the books today just because they're telling me to, because they want you to pick out what resonates with you. You guys know I don't ever do these things, but I'm doing it. You're fully supported as you devote your time to your divine life purpose. This card provides the reassurance that as you focus upon being of service and following your inner guidance, your needs are taken care of. The more you can let go of worry and trust in the universe's infinite abundance, the faster a flow of abundance comes to you now. Always remember that prayer and positive feelings improve situations, while worry worsens everything. You can give any concerns over to God and the angels for healing. The abundance comes to you in unexpected ways. You don't need to waste your time on energy trying to guess how your needs will be met. Instead, devote your thoughts and your actions to following the voice within you, like I'm doing with this reading. This is your career partner and manager, as it's the voice of your answered prayer. All prayers are heard and answered. Listen especially to the response that comes to you in form of your intuition. Hold positive visions and feelings of being financially secure. Affirm that this is your truth right now. See and feel yourself completely supported, and so it is. You will be given specific directions as to how to enact the answers to your prayers. It is essential that you create quiet time to listen to this inner guidance and then act upon it without delay or hesitation. So you need to take some time to connect. You need some meditation time. You need to go out into nature alone without your, earbuds in, and just walk and just channel in what your guides want to say and invite them before you go for that walk and ask them for their guidance. Okay. Your piggybacking card is called Mirror. And it says, who or what is triggering you? All right, so I have to look this up. Give me a second, because they're not numbered, these cards. It drives me nuts. And they're not alphabetical either, so super exciting. Okay, mirror. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time, through our own projections. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often, it's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and to our light. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? These are opportunities to heal something in you. Are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we don't realize that we are attracted to them because we're like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise and are envious of and put down. If we don't realize that they trigger something in us, then there is still that yet to be healed. And we will remain hurt and wounded and wound ourselves in the process. Your question is, who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they're triggering? And what part of you longs to be witnessed? Honestly, this is a big thing that I've been working on this year. Different things that have come up to the surface. I think it's really important, you know, if situations keep repeating themselves, or if a certain, you know, where you feel maybe like in all your relationships, maybe you've been abandoned, or maybe you're the giver, you need to really look at what's underlying. You can do that with a counselor or therapist, or someone like myself who's a life coach, who can figure out what the underlying issue is and then help you to kind of heal that, see where it's coming from, and then put a plan of action together to kind of release that and just have new coping mechanisms, okay, on how to deal with that. So, you know, we don't want you to keep attracting this. We want you to kind of take the time to process that, whether that's through journaling. You can do that on your own, of course, for those of you who can motivate yourself to do so. But working with someone like me will really help you to release that once and for all, okay? So package 5. All right. It's the yoga card, and what it says is your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. And some of you may be called to actually be fitness instructors, yoga instructors, energy healing modality instructors, anything to do with, you know, the body, mind, and spirit. And, you know, some of you might not be able to figure out why on earth you got that card, and I'm just going to read it out to you, okay? I don't read books, but I'm going to read them out to you because I'm called to do what I'm told by my guides, and that's the only ones I listen to. Bengal spice tea, yummy. All right. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. To get the clear answers and guidance you seek, turn to yoga. You drew this card because this peaceful activity increases your confidence, your intuition, and these two factors help you with your life purpose. You're encouraged to enroll in a yoga class and attend it frequently, as in-person sessions offer you motivation, instruction, and camaraderie. For a few people, this card will signify that your actual life purpose is a career involving yoga. For example, you may be guided to teach this discipline for a specialized group, such as children, pregnant women, or the elderly. Perhaps your life purpose is to open a yoga studio or design yoga-inspired clothing. Regardless of whether yoga is essential or peripheral to your purpose, you're clearly guided to practice this life-affirming form of exercise and stretching. Ask your angels to guide you to the teacher who will best enhance and support your practice. The angels will give you signs and intuitive feelings and point you in the direction of your life purpose. Some of you who actually hold stressful work positions would actually really benefit from that practice. Even the practice of meditating and just giving yourself that time to release any stress and pressures you're feeling around your job. It's also a way to connect to, like the card says, to the divine and hear inner messages on how you should be taking better care of yourself. Or I think it's just when we take really good care of ourselves, we're able to take care of others, and we can stay focused on, better you, better everyone else. And I think you want to make sure that you're not going out into the world like a raving lunatic when you're stressed out. So you need to take on some sort of energy healing, modality. All right, your piggybacking card is called the Age of Light. And it says you've been training for this for a lifetime. The Age of Light. So bear with me while I look this up. It's not in alphabetical order or anything, so hold on. Oopsies. Oh, someone from Brazil is calling me. Yeah, sure. I'll go to Brazil in a heartbeat. Okay. The Age of Light. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There's no mistake that you're supposed to be here in this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling to you, know this, that you've been training for this for a lifetime. Lifetimes, plural. You're way more than the days that have breathed life to you. You are also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you have ever been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came here with a clear soul plan. You came with wisdom beyond your years. This is a part of you that longs to be seen. This is a part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forward, rise, and be seen. So you can repeat after me. Ready? I call forth the soul's gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them now, without hesitation and without fear. I have been training for this for lifetimes, and so it is. That's a pretty cool card. Wow. That's amazing. So it's about stepping into your power. It's about taking a leadership role. It's about knowing that innately you know how to handle any situation. As that leader, you'll know all these programs to implement to help, these earthlings, okay? Because there's a lot of us here who are here to help in this earth school as the leaders, as the mentors, as the guides. And you are one, my friend. All the best. Hope that helped. Kind of give you some food for thought, right? All right, card 6. All right. So card 6. Not a lot of clarity, but I'm going to read from the book, so hold tight, okay? It's the card of options, and it says consider the career possibilities that are open to you, okay? So let me read it, okay? All right, ready? You have more options than you may realize, which is why this card comes to you today. While you may feel limited in your career choices, the angels remind you that the possibilities are unlimited. They promise that the time, money, knowledge, opportunities, and other factors that you need are very much open to you. This is a card sign urging you to think outside the box, to be open-minded with respect to your options. For example, you can return to school and learn new skills related to your dream career. You can begin a self-employment venture on a part-time basis while your regular job pays the bills. Or you could find a mentor to train you while you work as an intern or volunteer. The range of possibilities is wide and varied if you just be open to them. Take a moment right now and say to your angels, okay, you can repeat after me, ready? Please give me clear signs and guidance about my options related to my divine life mission. Help me with a career that makes my heart sing. Help me notice intuitive feelings and ideas, as well as repetitive physical signs, which are messages from above. All right, guys, your piggybacking card message is an amazing one. It's the Akasha, okay, and it says your guidance is divinely guided. So, you know, it looks like you might have many options, okay, and they're trying to bring in this guidance. Repetitive signs, maybe in dream. Ask for them to bring them in dream. Ask them to bring it to you when you are doing your devotion, whether that's yoga, meditation, going outside and exercising, and ask your angels and guides to please channel that in for you to really help you to make that choice, okay? So let me just find the Akasha for you. Ooh, wrong book. Okay, you ready? Akasha exists in the 5th dimension and the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you choose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person that you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that you're divinely guided and it won't bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, which it looks like you might, guys, this is your sign. You're likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you're exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It's time for you to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and in the spirit world, to trust the signs that are coming. Take note of your dreams. Notice any feelings or visions that you're receiving, for you're tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you're being given the go-ahead to proceed. I'd like you to repeat after me, okay? I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and for the highest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope this little spontaneous reading has been helpful. I do what Spirit tells me to do. They're the only beings I listen to. I wish you all a pleasant day. Leave me a comment on how this resonated. I wish you a wonderful day. Ciao.